my beautiful wildflowers. How are you today? Alexis here with Modesty. Well, today what I plan to do, or what I did, and you can see it in this video, is of course, again, trying to Forever Glow foundation, because I did promise you that I will go ahead and try that. And also Armani, and this is this fabric stretch concealer. I can never remember that word. Along with the Dior Forever lipstick, right? And so I will go ahead and use those things. Those are under test, but I'm going to put them under different conditions. I'm going to use a primer today. And you guys know how much I don't use primer. But we're going to give it a try because I want to put this to the test. So if you're interested in seeing this and get ready with me before I go on a shopping spree, please stay tuned. Okay, my beautiful wildflowers, let's get started. Well, today I am doing something different. And what I am doing is I'm going to try this by Terry UV-based SPF 50 broad spectrum. Okay, but it has a invisible sunscreen and it's a primer. And you know how I feel about primers. I think I talked to you about that before, but I received this in one of my boxes. Or no, it was a gift with purchase from by Terry. So I'm going to go ahead and try. And the reason why I want to do that is because, as I told you that I would, I'm testing this Dior Forever Glow foundation. And so far I've worn it 2 days without a primer. And I want to see how it does with the primer. And in this way it also tells me if the primer is any good, right? And the reason why I don't use a primer a lot of times is because they peel my skincare underneath. And I'm going to cross my fingers that that's not going to happen here, because my skincare actually creates a shield for me. And it's, you know, it creates a nice shield, especially my skincare from The Ordinary, right? And then so it fills the, you know, places, the ridges that everybody seems to be worried about. Right away, I can tell you this is not my favorite. I will not put this near my eyes because this has got a strong fragrance. And let me just tap this in because I'm afraid if I keep rubbing, what will happen is that it will pill, because I'm starting to feel something underneath my, you know, fingers. And I don't know, maybe it's paranoia, but I don't want my makeup to pill. And it is a little bit, it leaves a little bit of a greasy residue, but I don't know, maybe that's SPF. But I don't know if they put this fragrance in there to mask the fragrance of the SPF or what. But, you know, I don't like fragrance. You guys know that. And this one is quite strong. And it smells, I don't know, it's like, it's not rose, but it's something floral, right? But it does not say what kind of SPF it has. So it must have been like a gift with purchase. And must have come with the, you know, other direction thing, that because they have to. Because there's nothing in the back that says what kind of SPF it is. And so I wish I could give you that information. I could probably look it up though. Okay, let's see how that went over. I'm going to look at my mirrors here. And yeah. Okay, it's not pilling. That's a good thing. I don't know if I would have continued to rub, because I like to rub my SPF in, but I do already have my SPF underneath, so I'm not really stressed. And also, it's not a good idea to use two different types of SPF, but I let the other one really soak in. It was in there for a good while, and I just washed my hair and blew dry it, so I was kind of sitting around waiting for my head to cool off, if that makes any sense. And so, yeah. And today I'm going to do something very different. And you guys know that I typically put on my eyes first. And then I go and put on my face, right? But, you know, there's this controversy of what's right. I mean, I don't know. Is there a right and wrong way to do it? Some makeup artists do it one way, another one does another. I watch Andrea Ali, and I notice every time she puts on makeup, she puts her face on first, and then her eyes. The only thing about that is, like I explained to you before, I make faces where a lot of people don't, and it creates a crease. And so I try to avoid that at all costs. But hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. I had to blow my nose because that's a habit of mine. Before I put on a foundation, I like to blow my nose to make sure that I'm not going to have a runny nose, because then, you know, you kind of defeat the purpose. So today I will be using a brush, and I could have sworn I brought the brush with me, but maybe not. Well, hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. Got my brush, and I'm using a Ferrara brush, one of the things that, you know, comes in like BoxyCharm and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and just squirt 2 squirts, and as you notice, it's about that much. It's not that, you know, it's not that much, but I know I'll need it. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the scary thing here. I'm going to go ahead and pat it on everywhere. And the good thing is I don't have to like work around my eyes, and it is much easier to do it this way. And believe me, years ago, that's what I did when I was younger. Okay, I think I got my foundation on, and I really like to work my foundation and make sure it's smooth and it's even. And as you notice, it's luminous, right? And that's exactly what this is supposed to do. And sometimes people are afraid of luminous because they, you know, they tend to look kind of shiny, but you can always tone that down with powder, which I'm going to do. And before I do that, I am going to go ahead, and again, I'm trying this by Giorgio Armani, the Fabric Stretch Concealer, and I will use a moist sponge with that. And I like to do that because, I don't know, I've always been doing it that way, and I like how it spreads. And I used to use my fingers, and so that way, you know, a lot of times these high-end cosmetics companies would tell you, you know, use your fingers, use the warmth of your fingers, but I guess my fingers aren't that, you know, how do you call it? My fingers are not gifted and because I can't seem to do it. And I'm going to go ahead and take this mirror down. No, I'll go ahead and use this mirror and apply, and I like to just tap that over. You know, I'm in a hurry to get this, hurry up and blended, but I don't, with this one you really don't have to, but it's become a habit because I've been using my MAC 24 hour for so long that yeah, I definitely have to do that. Otherwise, if I wait too long, it will dry up on me. So okay, there we go, and it gives me lightness under the eyes. And let me make sure, and I'm checking out my 10 times mirror on this side, and of course nobody's going to see that close, but if it's perfect that way, it'll be perfect. That's the way I see it. And I would normally go in with a powder at this point, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do the under eye so it doesn't crease. And here is my NARS. This is an old one, and I'm pulling out some of the makeup that I've been using a long time. You'll notice that. And this is in the shade Beach. And it has a little bit of a yellow tinge to it. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. And I have not used this in a long time, but as you know, you can keep powder forever. And I like to use a dry sponge for powders. And I just kind of tap it in here like this, as you notice. And then I will kind of work it off on my hand and just tap. I'm just going to do that around my eyes for now so it doesn't crease. And then I will go ahead and use my blush. But you know what? I forgot. One thing I did forget, and I'll be right back, and that is my bronzer, because I do that before my blush. Again, I'm going to stick with my Jolan Terracotta, okay? And I do love this, and this is pretty much all that I've been using lately. And yeah, and this is not a contour. This is more of a bronzer, and I'm just going to give myself a little bit of the I just been to the beach look. Yeah. So I'm just going to work this in. And what I love about this one is that it doesn't pick up a lot of pigment. And, you know, I hate it when I see people with like these splotches of brown. And it's like, it should look natural and not, you know, like you just put a bunch of splotches on your face. So I like to do that. And anyway, So, how have you guys been? Today is Saturday morning here. It is super, super sunny out there. So, yeah, I mean, let's see. What a day. I actually need to go to the mall today because I wanted to pick up another foundation that I've been seeing online and just to test it for you guys. And, you know, I've been doing this foundation testing. It's a good time of year to do that because, you know, we have the winter months coming up and I really get into foundations around the winter months. Don't ask me why, it is that way. You know, I don't talk about it forever and then all of a sudden, boom, because it's the months to do that. And today I pulled out one of my old Stila. This is called Lilium, the shade. And this is the Stila Cream Blush. And it's so pretty. And I want to just do, I was going to use the one that I've been using, which is the Giorgio Armani. But I want to do, I don't know, I feel like pink, you know, and, you know, kind of natural colors. So I'm just going to go ahead and tap this in here. And as you notice, the sponge picks it up. And I take off the excess on my hand so I don't blot it directly on my face. And I'm going to go ahead and apply it just like this. And guess what, guys? I just ordered, like, I think 6 different blushes from Glossier, and this is, you know, very inexpensive. I think for 6 blushes I paid like $99 for it, and then they give you a 10% coupon, and when I do get that, I will give you the coupon code when I unbox it. And it is like, I mean, it seems like such a cool blush, and it is cream, but it's like a mousse, not like a cream, right? And so the other side. And I actually like this, how this is going on. Oops, I think I touched that a little bit too much. But I love how this is like going on so nice. But one thing about these, you have to powder it because this will stay wet, or not really wet, but it'll stay kind of tacky, you know what I mean? And I just don't like that feeling. Some people are okay with it, but not me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it here. And put it here. And I like this one. I've forgotten about it. I love it because it just looks so natural. And it's just such a beautiful shade. You see that? And so I saw it today when I was looking for something else. I'm like, holy moly, I forgot about that thing. So I need to do a declutter. And soon I will do that. But it's not going to be like, you know, decluttering each piece and talking about it. But just showing you what I'm decluttering. Because it would take a week's worth of video to just, you know, talk through it. Only my, you know, ones that are pretty interesting as far as it really was bad or really was good, but why I didn't finish it. Some of the things are like so big that I can't get through it in a year. And I am one of those people that will not keep certain type of makeups over the, you know, expiration dates, like cream makeup, liquid makeup, and things like that. And anything near the eyes, it goes after 6 months, even if I still have a little bit left. That's why majority of my mascaras, I mean, I do still have a little bit left on the bottom, I think, that I could get out of it because these don't clump. But it's been 6 months. It's near your eyes. Bacteria can form. I just rather avoid all that drama. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Okay, so that one not actually pretty nice. I mean, so far, I like it. But I'm really worried about putting on my eyeshadow after this because I have to get close, especially my eyebrows, and I'm afraid that I'm going to touch my face and ruin it. That's why I don't do it like, you know, like this. And let's see, what is next? I am going to apply my powder, and I'm going to do that using, okay, I need to get a little bit more out. So I will go ahead and apply a little powder using the sponge again. And this is, you know, this is tricky because you have to really, you know, rub it off on your hand. You see what I do? I rub it off on my hand because if you get too much, it just doesn't look good. And you see the areas, you know, I love like luminosity here, you know, but I don't like it on certain parts of my face, like here. I mean, it just looks weird. And so even though it is a luminous makeup that I got, I do take the luminosity away from certain parts. And I don't like a super shiny forehead either. So I will go ahead and do that. And I have to be really careful because this is where you're going to see products settling because this is where my lines are. So I'm going to go ahead and set this. And, you know, I'm going to keep in mind all the things that I did. So that way when I give you the review, I can say, well, when I did this, the foundation lasted the longest, right? And so, and also, as you notice, I mean, you have to be really careful putting cream and liquid products on top of foundation. But this foundation is just really good because I've been using cream blushes the whole time. I haven't used my powder blush at all with these, just to see if it's gonna lift. Yeah, so it's been good so far. And like I said, I take out the shininess where I don't want them, but you still see the luminosity breaking through from the actual foundation. And also, you know what? I want to put on my Chanel highlighter, but I actually left it back there, so I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I couldn't find it. I'm like, where the heck did it go? It was in front of my eyes. So there it is, okay? And this is something you probably haven't seen, but I've used, as you can see. It has a tinge of pink here. And this is very, like, pearlescent. Actually, that's what the shade is. And it was exclusive to Chanel. And what I like to do with this is I like to actually just tap the flat side of the sponge, as you see, into this. Okay, and kind of tap that off again. And make my way up the line above the where I have my blush. Okay. And this is not a part that I actually powdered, as you notice. So I tried not to powder the parts that I haven't finished putting down cream products on. Although it doesn't, I mean, I've seen people do it, and I mean, they actually purposely do it, and it works out really nice for them. But yeah. Okay. Gotta tap that out because I ended up getting a little glove there because I didn't follow my own rule and tapping it off on my hand because I was talking. Do you see right there? Okay. Got a hair there. Okay, so as you notice, I mean, it's a beautiful pearlescent. I mean, in sunlight, it's just really pretty because it actually lets your color underneath come through because it has no color. It's actually on a clear base. Even though it looks white, it's on a clear base, and what you're seeing is the actual luminosity. So let me just make sure I do that. And also, if by any chance you get a spot that you don't like, powder over that area, and it kind of helps. So there we go, because I got a big, like, honking thing there, but I'm afraid to mess with it to lift. At that point, I probably left my, yeah, it'll go away. It's okay. And now, here we go. This is the part that's going to be pretty interesting because I don't typically, like I said, do it like this, but I will need my mirror here, scoot it over because I need like a million times because I'm blind. And I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows as I normally do. And this will be really interesting. And since I will not be able to talk through this part, probably not, I may go ahead and put some music on for you. Yeah, because imagine. Yeah, not a good look. And today I'm going actually shopping. I think I didn't finish that story because a couple of you have asked if I tried certain products. And actually one I had in my basket, which is a Chanel foundation. And that's the one that has like the, it's the, well, hold on 1 minute. It's the one with the little bead looking thing. Okay. Oh, I do remember one thing. No, I remember my eyebrows going on much smoother if I did it after foundation. I do remember that. So this is okay. So I need to back off on how much product I put on my brush then. Yeah, because look at that. It went on so easily, and I mean, every morning I fight with it. This is what gets tricky because now I have to kind of wipe. So I'm trying not to make too much of a mess, so that way I don't have to wipe away too much. That wasn't too bad because that way I'm wiping away my foundation. This is the reason why I like to do my eye makeup first. But I'm going to try and see how it turns out. Okay, guys. All right. This is the gel that I kind of try to set my, eyelash. I don't even have any, but yeah, I do. Anyway, so one thing I did notice is you see these creases. I'm going to bring you in real close. You see those makeup creases? This is why I don't use foundation first. But that's okay because I noticed it, and I'm going to just simply wipe it away with my fingers and make it go away, and it is gone. Okay, let me show you. You see, I just wiped it away. There's no crease there now. But you have to make sure to do that if you're putting on your foundation first. Otherwise, if you put eyeshadow down on that, yeah, you're not gonna be able to blend it very well. And the next thing I'm gonna do because of this is I'm going to go ahead and use my Urban Decay primer, my eye primer. This is what I've been using lately. I've been using this every day, and this I will put down on my lids pretty much like that, and I'm gonna tap it in. And I think it is really helping. It's been a long time since I used it. And because I've gone to eyeshadows that, that really hold their own. And so I've gotten away from it. But that's okay. And also, I'm not sure, one thing I'm not sure about when people, I haven't paid that much close attention, but I'm not sure when people put on foundation first if they avoid the eye area. I don't know. Why would they though, right? I mean, that's the whole point about putting the foundation on first. See me making this, things will settle in there now, unfortunately. And this is another reason why I don't like to do my foundation first, because I make all kinds of, I see people put on, I don't know how they do it. They put on eyeshadows and everything, and they just don't move their forehead. I'm like, how does their forehead not move? I'm sitting here struggling to keep it, from moving. And it's like, God darn, what's up with that? What's wrong with me? And so, but it is what it is. We're all created differently. So, yeah, it's okay. And next, I'm going to go ahead, and today I decided to use my Yves Saint Laurent palette. I've not used it, but maybe once or twice. It's, it's nice. It's definitely very shimmery. Everything in here is a shimmer of some form. And so today I'm doing something different. I can get away with that with the Chanel because the way it lays down, and I don't blend or anything like that. I just put three colors, and I blend into the other. But today I'm not going to be able to, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Viseart Pro Artist palette. And these are all neutrals, and these are for a reason. And the reason why I like this, and as you can see, this one has got pretty much a divot because I use it as a base color or a transition color when I have palettes like this. And so I have two of these with different tones. This is a little bit warmer, and so this is the color I'm going to use. And I'm just going to go all over to create like a, number one, set my God, I got no words, guys. Primer, yeah, my primer. And then for other reasons, so I can blend easily. So I'm just going to lay this here like this. And it helps to kind of sit that primer right off the bat. Here I am, wrinkling up my forehead again. I got to try to pay attention. And I'm just going to, this is like close to my skin color. So I just use this to allow other shadows to really glide much easier. And also prevent the creasing from my primer. I don't know why those words don't come out. Oh, I got to stop doing that. I'm going to get really bad wrinkles. So, okay. Anyway, that's that. And then I'm also going to go ahead and blend where is my crease? Let's see. This is number 13 by Refer. And it's my crease brush. It looks like that. Okay, and I'm going to, what colors were these? What shades? I got to take a look and see. Okay, kind of grayish, pinkish, mauvish. So probably the best one to use for a crease is going to be this lightest shade here that's here. I'm going to go ahead and throw that on there. And that's just to create a crease. And I really do love this Pro palette because, it works for times like this when I don't have a transition shade. And a lot of these luxury prestige brands don't. And that is just so weird to me. I'm like, what the heck? So in other words, they don't do this type of makeup, right? And a lot of them are very subtle and, you know, very elegant, and they don't do a whole lot of pigmented looks. And I think that's the reason why it's like that. I mean, I'm making that up, but that's just my assumption. But anyway, this one, just look at this. Viseart is just so awesome. It just blends so nicely, and it creates such a beautiful canvas for the rest of my eyeshadow to come onto. I mean, look. Whoops, wrong way. And it just created a very nice, yeah, I like it. And, you know, I've had this for a while. And I use this, I mean, every so often when I'm looking, I keep it in my drawer next to me where all my makeup is, where I sit to put on makeup. So I can reach for it easily. And I reach for it often, actually. Not so much for the, you know, the orangey colors and the very deep browns, but more for the, you know, lighter transition shades, and also for crease shades. I do use it. So some of it will never be used. Oh, and the black. Okay, let me tell you about blacks. The black shades, I mean, sometimes some companies put them in every darn palette. It's such a waste of spot, in my opinion, because I never use it. And some people use it for eyeliner, but how many do you need if you're getting the same brand over and over? And you have, like, I have so many that I've not even touched, right? And so, yeah, and I wish they would replace it with some other shade. And yep, and that's the other thing about prestige brands. You don't see that unless you're buying a palette that's like a silver, a black, and like a charcoal, and you plan to do that look. And it's not in every, you know, it's not placed willy-nilly in every palette they have, which I appreciate. Okay, so there it is. I like this. I really like this shade. Okay, it said I'm taking too long, so I'm going to have to really speed some of these parts up. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, the Viseart, not a lot of people had heard of them, which surprised me because they're a very nice brand. And they're a makeup artist brand, right? And so maybe that's why, I don't know. So anyway, here is, whoops, I still have my stuff. There is the shades here. Point it towards natural light. You see, what am I going to do with it? I have no idea. I do know that I like this shimmery pink to go up top a little bit, so let's do that. Let's put that shimmery pink. I gotta make sure I have dusted off my brushes, otherwise I'm gonna have different colors all over my face. Okay, and I like to actually, yeah, let's go with this pink here, this pink. Okay. And you have to be careful with these because they do kind of like, they're not like pigmented like, you know, Pat McGrath, but they are quite pigmented. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go over my crease a little bit. And I add this to my crease to give it like dimension. That just came to me, guys. I did not plan this. And if it comes out me looking like a clown, it is what it is. So, but, you know, I'm just getting ready to, you know, on Saturday to get ready to go shopping at our, you know, mall. And I'm going to be stopping at the Chanel boutique and maybe, you know, go and see what Dior has out there. I think I have enough Dior products to try for a while. So I may just not do that. I did actually go to get another handbag in the mail that's sitting right there. And that one is by Dooney and Burke again, whom I like really started to love again. So yeah, I need to do all of that, guys. But life has been so flippin' busy. So anyway, yeah. And then now I am going to go in with this shade, which God, I don't know why they make my most favorite shades, the most beautiful shades, the smallest palette. So it's right there, right there. And you know, I wonder why. Because they're so pretty. And it's not like you can get singles of them, you know. So, just like my Chanel, that pink, it's like almost gone. So sad. Yeah. But it's okay. And I am going to pick up a blush from Chanel, a foundation from Chanel, and a eyeshadow base color for Chanel. I mean, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I mean, I'm I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you. And I was just impressed the way it went on. And, you know, at least on video. But we'll see. Sometimes it's not what it is in real person. But, yeah. Ooh, that's nice. Look at that. And these you got to tap on. You can't brush back and forth. Because, yeah, it's sparkly. And you don't want it to fall out. Especially I today do not want it to fall out because I put on my foundation first. Yep. Wow. That is a beautiful color. Look at that. I like it. I like it lots. Okay. Wow, that is so nice. And then I'm going to go in with, don't ask me why I'm using this brush for that, because I just like make things up as I go along. It's fun that way. And so anyway, that shiny, 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 like a pearl color. I hope it's a color, not a topper. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm going to go on top in the middle. Okay. So I'm going to go, oh, that's a lot. Woo, okay. Just going to go ahead and touch that in the middle to give it more like a shine. Kind of give it a pearlescent look to the wrist. Oh, look at that. Look at the difference. Oh, so prettiful. Speak of prettiful. I talked to well, I didn't talk to her. I actually texted my daughter, and because I'm going to see her not, you know, soon coming up here, and it's just like, yeah, times have changed, you know. And I talk to her like she's like a little child sometimes, you know, because I forget she's my kid. But then she's a, you know, she's a young woman. She's 27 years old, and I'm thinking, you know. But she doesn't say anything, but I can kind of tell by the response, like, okay. Okay. So anyway, okay, it looks like I got a bit of a crease on my forehead kicking there. Did I say crease anywhere else? No, I'm just going to touch up with the sponge that I used the powder with. That thing is annoying me. I put like way too much little sparkle. It's stuck right there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's but nobody else can see it. I'm sure. So no, I'm not. But okay. Anyway, now here is the part that gets tricky. I have to put on my mascara without touching my face. I'm going to sweep like I always do. I love this thing. One time I broke one and I was devastated because it took me forever to find another one just like this. It's by Revlon actually. And, you know, this is something I've used since like, oh my gosh, you know, like 80s. But you got to be really careful because these are actually pins and you can really stab yourself. And so it's just to sweep, you know, I like to bring my eyelashes that get stuck there at night and bring it out. But you have to be super careful. I mean, if you stab yourself with that, forget it. You're injured. And so now this is a part that's hard. I'm using a Refer curler. Refer, oh my God, they're the best. I mean, once I discovered them, I never went back to anything else. I used to use Shiseido, but man, and that was the best for like 20 years. And Refer came out with that. Yeah. MAC, no change there. I'm just gonna put that on real quick. And I'm sorry my mirror's here. You know, I film here, but I put on my makeup over behind where you see the makeup mirror. The reason why I cannot film there is because this time of morning, the sun is coming up and I will be filming into the sun, which means the whole video will be blown out. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Almost finished. And anyway, so I think I never finished the story. I think I get so distracted so quickly. And as I was saying, going to the mall, I never finished that story. You guys are probably like, and hello, and finish the story. Well, I'm going to get I think I did finish. But anyway, yeah, like I said, a new foundation. And then because I want to try it out. And also a blush, maybe. No, probably not, because I have those coming from Glossier. So I think I'll forego that. Maybe. Until I'm there and I'm looking at it, I'm going, I want it. And also something else. Anyway, you'll see what I come back with. I said I'm going there for 2 things. I'm going to come back with 5 because it's just like that. And anyway, what's next? Oh, the last thing. And since somebody mentioned that they really love this Rouge Forever by Dior and the Forever Sisterhood. Somebody mentioned that. They're like, oh, that's such a pretty color. I'm going to put it on for you today. And that's another reason why I did not go over the top with my eyes. I mean, take a look at that. Let me see if I can get you guys in closer. I mean, look at this. It's like so nice. I mean, so subtle, right? It's not like I had to work really hard to like work. And that's one thing I love about these type of brands. I mean, it's so nice and, yeah. Oh, wait, this is not it. I must have put this in the wrong box. Oh, this is Forever Striving. I should have put on my, look, this is Forever Striving. The reason why I knew is because Forever Sisterhood is red. Forever Striving is my new orange one that I don't think you guys got to see. But I'm not kicking that orange vibe today. So hold on. Here we go. 742 Forever Sisterhood. Okay. And this is one that somebody commented. Ooh, that's a pretty swatch. So I'm going to go ahead and, as you guys saw it before. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I never showed you guys my nail properly. Okay, hold on here. Can we get this in? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I had the lady paint these little flowers on my fingers. And you see? I had this done last weekend. Yeah, she painted it so ever painfully slow, but it was nice. Anyway, here we go. This is it here. And it is kind of like a deeper red. And it's nice, but I have to focus. Okay, because I can't screw this up. Because reds are hard to fix. Alright, I gotta get my 100 times magnifier. You know, really? No, because if I... Yeah, I better. But I get so focused on this teeny tiny bit that it messes me up. Okay, here we go. What is that? Okay. Okay guys, I got it pretty straight, but I had to take some foundation off because I had to wipe it away. This is the thing about reds, right? That's why I needed to be focused to begin with, and I wasn't. And so I'm just gonna put, ooh, that's a lot of, didn't mean to put that much. I'm putting a little bit of foundation, and I'm going to kind of like run it around. I'm not gonna like dip in there and just go crazy with it. I'm just gonna dip it in and kind of like wipe it off on the side, and I'm gonna work on that contour part. Okay, I think that's good enough. I had to work around here to get that red tint off a little bit, and also not so much a red tint because it didn't leave a red tint, but I wiped off my foundation there so it looked weird. So anyway, yeah, that's okay though. I'm gonna go ahead and fix it, and then this is how we have it. But let me go ahead and fix my hair and I'll be back. Okay guys, this is the finished product. So what do you think? Do you like it? And I was looking to kind of look natural, but with a, you know, natural skin, but with a beautiful red pout. And I hope I got there, and we'll see how this makeup wears. I will go ahead and review with you at the end how this foundation worked. This is the point of this foundation test, the lipsticks, and also Armani Fabric Stretch Concealer. And so I've been using these consistently, and I also, well, the last 2 days, I did not use a primer. Today I used a primer, and that's the only difference, and also to powder it. But I did powder it the other day, just like to get rid of the, you know, the same spot. So the only difference is the primer today. And I use the same skincare, so let's see what happens. I'm really enthusiastic that it will be well and come out good. And I hope so, because I really do love the texture, the feel, and I just like what it does. And, you know, if it did well with just skin and no primer, you would think this would even last longer. But then again, that puts in question how good is the primer, right? And so back in full circle. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and also I may go ahead and try it with a different primer as well to see if I get a different result. Then at that point, we know it was the primer. So, but anyway, my beautiful wildflowers, I hope you enjoyed it. I am so sorry this video is so long. But I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me. And I'm getting ready to put on my clothes and run out there and do all the shopping and have fun on a beautiful Saturday. So, alrighty, my beautiful wildflowers, if I added any value, please hit like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe using the subscribe button below. And select all so you can see when I upload every videos. So, alrighty, my beautiful wildflowers, I want you to have a good day, a good night, a good week, a good weekend, whenever you're watching this, and it doesn't matter. But just remember, in a field of roses, be a wildflower and never sweat the small stuff. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Alright guys, if you have any recommendations, something to try, some kind of makeup, or, you know, not skincare, because skincare, unless it's something that's already in my routine or something I can replace with it, like I don't do azelaic acid for example. So let me know and I'll see what I can try for you and give you my honest opinion. But just remember, you guys, you know, this is disclosure here. My skin is not the same as yours. Maybe one of you out there, but my skin tends to be normal with some dry patches depending on the climate, okay? But right now in California, my skin is very normal. And of course, even normal skin makes oil throughout the day, but it's not like, you know, pumping out the oil. So I do get like little breakthroughs in my foundation. So that's how normal my skin is, okay? And I prep myself with skincare and SPF. And so yeah, and what else? And my shades, right? I have a neutral undertone. I can wear either or, cool or warm, and it's just neutral. It is what it is. My veins are, you know, they're confused. One is green, one is blue, one is green. I'm like, what the heck is going on? That's what I used to say when I was, you know, younger. Wonder why. And then I would ask my friends, hey, can I see your veins? And, you know, majority of them had either green or blue. And I would find, you know, a random one. Oh, hey, look, you're sisters. Anyway, I digress. And so, yeah, guys, just let me know. I do have a neutral tone, and I am considered light medium. And so, yeah. And, I mean, shades aside, you know, skin texture and skin, what the skin does is really important, too. So, yep, and make sure you keep yourself hydrated, drink a lot of water, and be careful out there. So, I love you all from the very bottom of my left ventricles, and I'll see you soon. Mwah! Bye!